Well, good afternoon. Thank you for clicking on this video. This is We Go Ben with We Go Fishing, and this is going to be a little different. If you clicked on the video expecting a fishing video, that is not what we're doing today because this is what happened. Get this. Stanley Orchard, I'll link his video up above me, somewhere probably over in this area. He posted a video of his garden. And then Grant McIntosh, another one of our YouTube community, he posted a picture of his garden. And I'll put a link to that video up here as well. So both of them, they posted videos of their garden. I said, you know what? I'm totally jumping on this bandwagon and I'm going to show you my garden. So welcome to my backyard. Let me show you what I got going on. So we're here at the garden, and as you can see, I have a raised garden. Here, the soil we actually planted last year, and I learned a lot last year because the soil was so bad. It's a mixture of sand and clay, which pretty much makes concrete, I think. So we decided to go with a raised garden, and that's where the cost came in. Now, I'm going to tell you, Stanley Orchard, amazing that he was able to do his garden so inexpensively. But for me, I couldn't do that because dirt's expensive. But I was able to source this tin and the posts for just about nothing. So I was able to build the actual planters for just about nothing. But I did have to get dirt moved in because the dirt here was so poor. So let me show you what we got going on here. Each of these beds, I have something a little bit different, but I also planted different things according to different beds so that in case something did happen with insects or something like that, that hopefully something would survive. And so here I have some kale. There, planted some marigolds. Some cucumbers are kind of slow to come in with some peppers. You see some onions. The marigolds help keep away some of the insects that we don't like. And I've got a couple of tomato plants here and another pepper. We've got the squash here, and the squash is starting to come in real strong. And then there's some onions intermixed in there. And so you got some flowers coming in on those as well. So the squash here is coming in good. Got some pepper plants there, some more tomato plants, onions, and some beans. And you can see the beans are starting to grow up the pole, and you can actually see the beans there on that. So we've got that going in these beds. Over here in this bed, we've got some more pepper plants. And you can see the pepper, a little pepper right there on that plant there. So it's coming in. Some more pepper plants, some more tomato plants, onions, some more peppers there. Some more squash and marigolds and onions. I got a lot of onions. I was given the onions. I didn't actually pay for all these onions, but we're going to have a lot of onions most likely. And then we've got some okra here and there. And then some more kale. It's coming in really, really nicely. Really, I like that. It's coming in good. And then in the final raised garden, I've got some more squash, and it's coming in good. You see all the squash there, and it's starting to flower up real nicely there, so that's good. You got some onions back there, some more tomato plants, a couple more pepper plants. And honestly, I didn't remember what kind of peppers. I know I got jalapenos, I know I got green peppers, and I know I got some yellow peppers as well. So I'm not really sure which ones are which. We'll find out when they come in. I got some okra coming in there. Okra's looking good. And then this is some cucumber plants here as well. They'll leaf up and start to vine up, and we'll spread them out. So that's what I've got going on in the planters. I got 5 beds that we made, and again, I got this tin for free, so I decided to use that because hopefully that'll stay around for a while. And then to water the garden, see my hose is way over there in the distance. I had to run a big hose, but then to actually water the garden, because I was watering it by hand, but instead of watering it by hand, I came up with a different system, and you'll see this is a sprinkler hose. And I'll turn it on here in just a second and show you how it works. But I've got it rigged up around the perimeter of all of the beds. And I've got zip ties holding it in place through the holes in the tin. And then when I turn it on, it actually just sprays this entire area. And I'll show you that too, because I'm pretty proud of that. I thought it was a good idea to do so. I don't have to stand out here, get eaten by mosquitoes. And this way we can water the beds. So this is where the awesomeness gets, and you can see hopefully here how everything is just getting absolutely soaked by the hoses. And so the hoses just spray the whole garden down, and they're just kind of pointed in there so that it gets a nice even soaking across the whole bed, and it just kind of sprays it and soaks the whole area there. So I like that. I think that's pretty cool that we were able to figure that out. Some of them are a little stronger than others, but if I built more beds, I'd probably have to expand my piping for the hoses as well. But that's my garden. This is my second year planting here, and I'm kind of proud of it. Hopefully it'll come in very well. We'll see how the harvest is. Like I said, last year was not that great because I was actually in the soil, and that did not work out. Matter of fact, I'm standing actually on the area where I last year tilled up, and you can see it's already back grass because it just did not work. So hopefully doing the raised gardens, hopefully this will work out well, and we'll be able to enjoy some fresh vegetables. So make sure you check out Stanley Orchard's garden, check out Grant's garden. Now Grant has an epic garden, so make sure you check out his garden, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see this kind of content, let us know that in the comments. Like I said, I know it's a little different from what we normally do, but I thought I'd give you a chance to see a little bit about what we do when we're not fishing. We also do some gardening and to enjoy some fresh vegetables. Thank you for watching the video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do so. Like this video. That does help us out as well. Leave us a comment. Let us know if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, because we'll definitely be open to sharing with you some of these things that we're learning as we're gardening here in Southeast Texas. And until next time, may the fish be with you.